Hallucinatory economics. There's a coronavirus pandemic. There's government stuck with their duality. A stimulus check, they say, will be eventually sent out and confusion eliminated now. And while I sit and wait, although my income never changes and doesn't have to do with a job, my options other than this small apartment I rent are so limited on Capitol Hill in Seattle, and then also in the University District in Ballard, where a college campus I'd normally visit to exercise and have wellness and health has no restroom, no bathroom. And a walk and a leisurely stroll, exercise, has not only difficulty with body, but awareness in Seattle now, and the increase in tense and violence and conflict makes danger and risk in world much, much scarier and emotional now. And so this month, I learned about spices. Talked to my landlord and said, I'm going to probably have some difficulty with my rent check this month. There's an eviction moratorium in place, and I'm up to date, and in fact paid $90 extra last month accidentally. We'll figure it out, he said. And so I continued, got all my spices, all my extra supplies to help with my food and energy, my options for calm and relaxation and tranquility. And as I had known when I began my strategy to make progress, rent check returned, $35 charge. I prepared, I budgeted for March, this next month now, have my numbers correct, not too confusing involving calculus, and now I receive another $35 charge. Again, for a check, the other $35 charge denied. Although this check and this fee allowed to be cashed now. So Bank of America charged a return check fee, canceled the check, told the person I made the check out to the funds were insufficient, and then shortly thereafter charged another $35 fee and decided after all they'd cash the check. And so I have a bank account with confusion, possibilities of maybe the rent check never went to the landlord. And next month, not only will the bank say I need to pay this month's rent, but a landlord will say I didn't pay rent this month. And then next month, Bank of America will make me sit down with them and go over my finances and correct my behavior, modify my decision making, and solve my problems providing me with the gift of their services and a consciousness not in prison for buying spices during a coronavirus pandemic now. The charges next month now could be double. But I have to sit and wait and wait and wait and wait with the mystery now. And lastly, Amazon. I ordered essential items for my phone I'm using to record now. My previous model of iPhone finally stopped charging correctly and stopped running correctly. I had been assaulted with the phone. I had lived in a Chinese Tibetan landlord's home and had my laptop stolen. And who knows what else. When I had my phone that I was assaulted with then and had still used up until now. No problems with T-Mobile other than bad customer service. And then I ordered a charger on Amazon, some trash bags and some sponges. Essential items to have power for my phone. Energy available for my phone to make these videos and do searches for what I'm doing with mathematics and neuroscience and neurology. A delivery driver arrived, I remember, on Tuesday. And unlike the almost 8 minutes remaining on this video, I heard the intercom, answered the intercom in my apartment. Hello, this is Kelly. This is Amazon for a delivery, they said. I paused, pushed, waited for the light on the intercom. I'll be right down. I have to open the door to let you in. Let go of the button, put on my shoes, grab my keys, put on my mask, unlock the door, open the door, shut the door, lock the door, walk to the elevator, push the button, got in the elevator, pushed the button 1 for the first floor, went down to the first floor, the door opened, I walked to the front door to let in Amazon to accept my delivery. And there were only ghosts. I didn't see or hear, but possibly around Capitol Hill with all of the anarchy. Now, looked, nobody. Asked the front office. No, they hadn't seen Amazon. Waited a short amount of time, contacted customer service. They explained there was a problem with delivery, and I responded, y'all gave me less than a few minutes to answer the front door to accept the package. They put special instructions in their computers, they said, sent me an email. I waited. Now, 2 days later, I did my early morning tasks and still had no update. Called again to customer service. Gave me the same explanation I had received in the previous phone call about the instructions updated, and then they said the package should be delivered soon, providing no further update about when soon might be so that I can be aware and prepared for a fast delivery, possibly now. I waited till this afternoon. Check the time now. And then canceled. Was told there's a 3 to 5 day refund. Reordered to start all over again. And then was told the delivery will arrive today. Now, I understand I've reached the speed limit with economics. And I'm aware what I do with numbers and mathematics and neurology and neuroscience are taboo and restricted and controlled. But gosh darn, there's a coronavirus pandemic and there ain't a fucking goddamn hell fucking shit. Gosh darn heck to go in Seattle where there's not a broken window, a graffitied wall, and some man who's so dominant I shiver in my boots. And some woman who's so fast and quick, I can already feel her knife in my heart. The people down the street every night at 8 p.m. enjoy their freedom, yelling, screaming, blowing whistles. But when I go outside and sing and I play my Native American flute, I often have a 10-day eviction notice on my door. I often hear whispers and echoes, voices and sounds from my neighbors, and have to remind my brain and body I live where drug addicts are free and proud, and humans who are poor and suffering. And have no investments in cars and Teslas with chargers and laptops and internet and algorithm artificial intelligent bank accounts. Are bitches who are dumb and stupid, worthless. And from what my social worker counselor says, in need of services about an emotional distance. My explanation about a mood color would help in a therapy they provide within these conditions I'm not acknowledging and respecting and following the speed limit of their mathematical numbers and equations, clicks on mouses and behavior, more restricted and controlled and limited than when a person buys methamphetamine crack in Seattle with some fentanyl and some heroin and some cannabis marijuana to have their consciousness beautiful, safe, and secure from those dominant thug gangster cartel mafia, business economics advisors to all planet Earth in Washington State now.